Okay. Let me get the camera on Medra. Also switch him to
Sure.
broadcast.
Cool. Should I switch into broadcast mode as well?
Oh, no, no, no. You don't have to because it does it automatically through my camera controller.
Cool. Wonderful. Yeah, there's quite a few different fun things that you've made, Draconis.
Yeah.
I think that this will be a good day to show off kind of all the cool stuff. This is some of the notable things that people have done in the different jams that I think would be like little highlights that I think people would really enjoy seeing.
It's hard to believe it's been 10 weeks.
I know. I know. And how much it's evolved, and we've actually been able to have a stable server and everything. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're probably going to be showing also. You said you wanted to show or showcase like some of the other different ones that people have made out through all the other creator jams as well. Yeah.
Absolutely, I'd love to. I'd love to show off kind of some of the highlights of Creator Jam Worlds and the things that make Creator Jam quite fun. And so what I'll probably do is just kind of give a heads up. I'll wait till 2 to 2:10, so about 20 minutes total. Wait for everyone to come in, kind of tell them what we're going to be doing. And then from there, from the theme, which will be the Mega Jam, we'll kind of decide on what we want to do. And then some people that are kind of regulars, I'll say, hey, can you kind of help out with any person that's new coming into the world, kind of introduce like what Creator Jam is and how it works. You wouldn't mind helping out with that, Draconis?
Sure.
Wonderful. And then I'll probably take a tour and I'll just be the host for some of these different worlds. And it'll be kind of, I might keep it low where it's just maybe you and I, or maybe just a couple people or something. That way, I don't know how much I can host on that part, that aspect of it.
Sweet. Sounds good to me.
Unless you have a faster connection, you might want to jump into those worlds, and then I'll follow into it. Either way is good with me.
Oh yeah, I want to show all the cool things that have been done out through each creator jam, and as well, showcase this one too, and showcase.
That's what the plan is.
Every single creator jam, we can have it a stream up for it.
Mm-hmm. Every single Creator Jam won't always be necessary. There's like, for instance, 3 was a good idea, but there's a lot of world crashes, so there's not many assets that are great. They're okay, but it doesn't show off as much. But for instance, that's why I have it kind of listed out what the themes are right here. And then over here is some of the highlights, whether it be item or the world itself.
Here, so let me
Like, for instance,
let me go into my POV, and then I can get that, so we can see them all. Right there.
and are you already streaming?
Yep, I am streaming.
Oh, cool. Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, and I'll actually be able to be heard without having a TV in the background. Amazing.
Nice. Yeah, and as you can see, like, for instance, the Google image search is anomalies. There might be an updated one now. The cave. There's a lot of things that are code-based and also assets. So that's primarily what you'll get when you come to a Creator Jam world is sometimes it might seem like a little incomplete or it might not seem as robust. However, you're going there more as it was more of the experience, and then you can go there to kind of reuse code as almost like an open source world. So you can say, hey, cool, I like how this elevator works. Let me see how that works, and you can look at the code, and you can actually just rip the code completely. It even shows the credits of who did what. Ghost created the elevator or the moving platform by Anomalous, or let's say you decide to go to Creator Jam 9, which was based on plant growth, then you could maybe say, hey, I'd like to generate plants, and you could use Draconis' plant generator and just feed into the child directory if you know a little bit more, have a little more advanced knowledge of Neos being able to use the developer tooltip or logics, which you don't need to use too much logics with that. Actually, you could drop in the assets and essentially just start having them produce. And I think we'll show some of that too. And that'll be kind of fun.
Sweet, sounds good.
So yeah.
I'll also put the chat right here, because why not?
Yeah. And we'll add a couple other fun goodies.
Ah.
But let me know when you'd like me to go through an explanation of what Critter Jam is. I can do that at any time.
Oh yeah, we'll wait till more people get inside if you're like when you're ready to like start off, and then you can give kind of like a rundown, you know, just so then if some people are watching this that have never even seen Creator Jam or like
Yep.
even what it's about or when it actually starts, or you know the fact that it is on every Sunday, and just you know, and you can just generally talk about it. Anything that
Of
you
course, I'd be happy to promote and introduce how everything works.
Sweet.
Let's get some good stuff out here.
Hello?
Hey, folks.
Thank you for the follow, Ambient.
Do we have,
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank
do we
you.
have
Hello.
Twitter handle?
Do we have what?
Twitter handle that I could mention?
Something convention? I'm sorry, I'm not hearing the last aspect of what you're saying.
Do you have a Twitter that he can mention?
Oh, no, I don't have a Twitter. I'm sorry. Yeah, not
okay.
yet.
That is okay.
Not yet. Eventually, we'll get around to it.
Okay, I'll
There's a
just
lot of
tweet
new
it out.
stuff. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, give me a sec.
Nah, who wants Twitter anyway?
Hello, Tragic Hero.
Oh, hey.
My mic open though. Might change something.
Oh boy. Well, looks like it's time for me to mute myself. Granddad just turned TV on.
Let's see.
Can you guys hear me fine?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a little bit tracking.
Yeah, but you got a little bit of
Thanks.
like
Yes.
fan noise. Yeah.
Can I also pull the camera so it has like a really wide field of view on the stream? Can I like pull it like a little bit lower? I wish I like put like maximum at like 3/4 to the right.
3/4 to the right.
A
Okay.
little quieter.
Yeah. Otherwise, like it's gonna be like
I don't know if you use Discord, but in
otherwise like
Discord,
essentially it
you can turn
stretches out the
sensitivity up
corners
so it won't
because
pick up that
it's really wide.
Oh, do you need to move this out of the way? This is a duplicator. It says a duplicator on it.
Yes.
If you accidentally
Hey, Ghost.
send go to an address that's not valid,
Oh,
There you go.
Ghost. I made sure to give you credit for the
Also,
user
thank you
joiner
for
as well.
the follow, Buddha.
Yeah, I don't mind.
1819. Welcome to the stream.
It's kind of like a creator jam.
Wow, that
or
avatar
something
looks
where you can,
interesting.
people can create their own little
This
creations.
is the this is the group one, right? The one where we do everything.
Yeah.
Yep, this is going to be a big mashup. Correct. I'll be kind of going over that very shortly. Just figure out, wait for a few more people to get in, like maybe to about 2:05 or so, and then we'll kind of go over a big announcement.
Well, I guess that means I should probably go collect some of my old stuff.
Which stuff? I might have it already.
I'm thinking I'll probably go grab some trees from the low poly forest.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have
then
the
I'll probably
entire
go-
low poly forest too, to bring in possibly.
Let's
Yeah.
not load that in, because that's a lot of shit.
Of course. Yeah, I'm going to be giving a tour of the world too, so that way people can see things, and I'll be announcing who did what
Okay.
as well.
And then I'm thinking to go grab that rock from the very first one.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely be giving a tour. And I actually have that entire world, actually. It's pretty small, comparatively.
Yeah. I just want it because it's a fun little object. Fun little game.
Yeah.
What is this? Just
This is something about the rulers.
Hey, Leon.
Welcome, Leon.
Hello, Leon.
Welcome,
Oh,
Leon.
hello, Leon. Hey.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
one of the reference pieces from the cave. hmm
Yeah.
hmm
It's such a fun. Here, let's
Sorry,
see.
I'm having to mute and
Oh,
unmute
is
my
this,
mic
uh,
because there's
I
a
figured-
sound in the background.
No, this is an instancer. Essentially, you can put some item on it, and I'll be showing off all the stuff shortly.
Rodeo.
And then you can duplicate. It's just pretty much similar to like this. And I'll be kind of going over that shortly. But you can make something once you make this ungrabbable, and you can duplicate.
Ooh, that's neat.
This is going to make noise though because it's a sound thing. Uh-oh. Ah, yeah, Sega Genesis sound.
So, to
Yes.
answer your question, Reenact, we're not doing the full body tutorial for today. We're doing we're focusing and showcasing out Medra's Sunday events, which is the Creators Jam meetup, and it's basically people come inside of Neos and
So
they
reactive.
create out all this crazy stuff and all these cool things that are off of a theme
Mhm.
every single week. So that's what we're showcasing out for today's stream. But we will be having a full body tutorial once the full body gets updated, because we are gonna update it out.
And we will be going over everything shortly as far as what we're doing today, what creator jams are, things like that. Some of this, for some of you that are regulars, this might be redundant, but I want to make sure that everyone in the stream kind of knows what creator jam's about as well.
Coffee. Yep, we got a coffee.
Ooh, coffee.
Hey, coffee.
Who are you?
Who are you? I don't know who you.
Oh, is that a line snap?
I know you're talking about. I'm Leon.
Oh god.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh
Who
god.
are you?
Okay, it's it out.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you for watching.
shelf.
So yeah,
So visible and buggy. Oh.
Oh, I love my show.
What's your thoughts
Oh.
on that, Frox?
Hey,
People
Leon.
are asking about full body ETA on the full body update.
Do you want my show?
Yes. Well, essentially right now I'm working on the dynamic bones.
Yeah, you can just
So essentially I'll essentially having like bone chains that are more
Yeah, I
resilient and
noticed.
such.
I noticed the
so
dynamic
Leon,
bones. Like,
would you mind,
there's a
in
component, but it
addition
does
to like
nothing right now.
Draconius
Yes, it
is
doesn't
that
do
coming,
anything
like,
at the
very
Draconius
moment.
to do
soon?
this is
Yes,
to
it's
kind of
coming like
introduce
within the
people
next 2
what
days.
creator jam is.
Essentially
There are new people
afterwards,
coming in here today, and I'm
it's
going to be
gonna
giving a
like extra
tour of the
behavior. So
different
essentially it's gonna
creator
be
jams
I'm like
on
making
the
it so
Twitch
it
stream.
does
So
very similar
I'll be
behavior
here
to
for
what
a
people
little
are
bit, and
used
then I'm going to
to.
jump around from
Like
there.
in,
But it
like
also has
just
like extra
the
behavior. So
like just
you
like the
can
strip of
like grab
Unity,
it.
and so
Ushering in the new
Yes,
kids.
yeah, it'll essentially it'll have similar behavior. It's really a different implementation, but essentially it should behave the same or very close. But it'll also have extra behavior. So, for example, you can grab the bone chains. For example, if I had it like on my draw, I could like grab it and
Yeah.
like pull it in front and so
Yeah,
on.
so
And other
if
people could
any of you
interact as
guys
well.
if any of you guys missed
I'd
that,
love to do
basically
that.
Frox is saying that right now we're doing dynamic bones first, so being able to like grab onto stuff and move it around, and then afterwards we're doing something like full body.
Yes,
Right?
yeah. So essentially, yeah. So essentially, after part is done, like once the essentially dynamic bones are done, I'm gonna be focusing on the full body, and essentially it involves like improving the calibration process, so it's much simpler, much more intuitive, and much faster to do, and also like fixing up some of the issues like with the full body setup, like for example knees not bending the right way, and like the head, for example, also tilting like when you go too low. And also other like small issues like the people have been like having with the setup.
Yep.
So this coming also like very soon.
Renex says, what would make me want to leave VRChat and come to Neos VR is full body easy setup. Even something like setting up Final IK would work.
more like unweight painted.
Yeah,
We'll be sure to make
they look
sure
like
that
that
the
anyway.
system works really well for
Yeah,
that.
they don't even have
And
fingers. It's like
I'm
telescope
really
with a
excited
video
for that too because I have
No
full body
fingers.
myself and it'd be
Oh,
nice to
just
just like put on the
mitts?
No.
trackers,
No, I
get
didn't
inside
put
of
it
here,
on.
and they
I was too
just
lazy.
start functioning, and I don't have to set up a tool every single time.
Nice.
Inventory,
So that'll be really
That's
good.
weird. This
Yeah.
thumb is
And let me put
freaking me
the
out.
camera back on Medra.
How do I get rid of
Where'd
it?
that go?
There we go.
Hello.
It's coming very soon.
I'm at
That's
the
very soon.
Hello, how's it going, Hokage?
Alright, let's go.
squeaky trigger.
It's very confusing.
I'm gonna go freaking kill myself.
Oh man, well,
Yeah, I've already pretty much completely
Yucky.
left Neo.
I've been there.
For Neo because I just love it so much.
Basically
I feel that there's so much more that I can do here.
down.
Oh yeah, the in-world editing just makes everything amazing.
That's frustrating.
You're welcome, Anonymous.
Down. Also,
Hello.
what the hell is going on with my finger? Like,
Ah.
sometimes they do
Anomalous
like
is online. Looks like the whole
that
world
or
crew's
something,
getting back
but like
together.
I'm just gripping all the way.
Oh, hey, look.
I have no idea. That sounds
Either
frustrating
the
though.
avatar is not loaded or that's very
Well,
simple.
I'm gonna probably get everything started in a second. I'm gonna get
Slightly more
talk to Anomalous for a second, and then we'll get started on the stream. Hello, Anomalous. We're gonna be having a little bit different type of Crater Jam, and I figured all the regulars, like, if you all wouldn't mind kind of helping out people that were new coming in, kind of giving them an orientation and kind of explain things. I'm going, since there's a Twitch stream today, I'll be kind of giving tours of the different jams and what, and kind of who did what and what they're about.
I was wondering if you had links to all the previous ones in this one.
I thought about it. I'm probably gonna I can do that right now pretty easily. We can just go like this. Let's put it over here.
Really over-sexualized anime girl.
That you can easily change.
Those smooth transforms though.
Yes, lots of smooth transforms.
I'll be back.
Just wait until dynamic bones come. That'll be fantastic.
I haven't updated this since
Welcome,
February,
Megatronic.
except for adding finger tracking, so it doesn't have any of the newer features in it.
Hello, Anomalous.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah.
Coffee. You need a boop. Yeah.
Hey Hayden, thank you for the boot. Oh my goodness, that's a face I haven't seen in at least like a couple of days.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
I'm doing good.
Hello.
Is there any reason you can think of why this
Yes.
suddenly wouldn't work anymore?
I kind of
Where
got a
have
little
you been?
plan
Can you
for this
interact with that
actually.
button?
I could totally do that.
I have
The permissions thing?
not.
Is it?
It might be. Medra might be making everyone like a
What?
certain.
Are you saying
Oh,
on
really?
Discord in the team chat?
Yeah,
I can't interact with the
basically.
button. It is kind of weird. though.
Okay.
I mean, we're live here, right?
And I didn't
Oh,
see
yes.
it over it recently.
Yeah.
This is like
Wonderful.
every morning.
There we are.
Just
No dark personal.
Yeah, I know, it's really building up, huh?
Yeah, no dark personal
There we are.
secrets.
Try doing it now.
Okay.
Like, just,
If you wouldn't mind posting a text above here, it just says like worlds or something like that, and I'll get everything started.
I have.
Oh, okay.
thing for fruits.
I'm back at it again, so I'll be here daily again. So
All right.
um,
Okay.
Does it scale with you?
What'd you say?
Scales with you.
I made a drawing for fruit.
Okay, everybody. I think we should get. So now I'm kind of getting into good crowd. I think everyone's pretty much probably ready,
To make the shadows more warm.
and I'm gonna kind of get started on everything.
I don't know, it looks better.
So if I could, oh yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
That's adorable.
I have to sit.
Hey everybody, if I could have your attention, please. We're gonna get started on the Crater Jam and kind of give you a rundown on what we're gonna do today. For some of you that have never been here, or for the stream, kind of give you an idea of what Crater Jam is, and then from there we'll get started. This is going to be a little bit unique Crater Jam because we're already up to Crater Jam 10. And for those of you that have never been into a Crater Jam, essentially what this is it's a get-together where everyone comes in every Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, to build out a world together. And it's usually based on a theme. And then at the end of the jam, we have something to show for it, kind of like an open source world. So albeit whether there's code or whether there's assets or all kinds of other things. It's something, even if the world might look mildly incomplete, there's things that people can go in there and grab that they can reuse. And so it's kind of like a nice thing for a reference, and it's a nice thing to kind of explore for fun. And in all else, it's a good excuse for people to get together and create and have fun. And so that's essentially what we're doing. And today is going to be a celebration of that. And since we're at Creator Jam 10, there's been a whole lot of really cool stuff that people have made. And I'm really proud of a lot of people just coming in, just being super friendly, just helping each other out, and at the same time, making some really cool stuff. And I want to make sure to kind of showcase that. And what I'll end up doing is kind of going over what the theme is. And then after that, because there's a Twitch stream, what have you, I want to make sure everyone else can also see some of the cool worlds, because some of these things I couldn't bring in to this world specifically. So the megajam. The megajam is going to be a mishmash of just everything we've kind of worked on, and we can kind of put it in one world. Some things might be difficult, like the giant forest that you and Ghost made. We can bring that in, but it is like, I think, 500 assets, which we can, and it's probably not too oppressive. It's only 89 megs. But essentially, like some of the cool type of things that we can kind of use is we could use some of Hokage's hookshot, then mix that with maybe some kind of things that we were dealing with like a sequencer, or you can make kind of like musical sushi or other stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm going to kind of go through what we've already done. What are some of the highlights? And then if you all would just kind of think of, oh, wait, we could maybe have the cave built out with this thing and this thing. Or perhaps we could use the SimCity Arcology that Anomalous made and then add this and this and this to it. And so essentially this is just kind of a remix or a mashup. It's a lot like when people are hanging out where they say, oh, I have this cool thing, let's bring this in and try out and play with it. So the first Creator Jam was we were building out a cave. And the cave itself, people picked different sections and kind of did their own thing. We can still kind of work on that. Creator Jam 2, there was an elevator. It was based on the idea of and mechanic of an elevator, and also there was a moving platform. The elevator was created by Ghost, the platform by Anomalous, and those could be used to kind of move you from different locations within here. Creator Jam 4 is a little bit harder to kind of move things out of there, but there's really interesting gravity stairway by Vigilebu and a bunch of different other structures that people built that we could kind of bring in here. They'd be a little bit difficult. Creator Jam 5 is built off reference using different street areas, and that's has an arcology in it, a giant SimCity arcology. It's humongous and crazy and interesting. Creator Jam 6, we have, instead of building the theme out on a world, it's basically using just the idea of having free assets for people. And this, in some ways, this Creator Jam is going to have that aspect slightly too, where we're going to have some of the cool stuff that people built. And really, we're going to, in there's an asset duplicator that Vigilebu made, and you can use that to basically replicate all kinds of things and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Let's grab some kind of random thing. Getting a better prop that won't make noise.
I got a tree.
Okay, yeah. Here, pass the tree that you made.
I got a logic chip real quick.
Yeah, this is Ghost's tree, right?
Yes.
Ghost and Anomalous' tree. So, oh, we can't. Ooh, can't grab it. That's right. We'll just put it on here. And what's nice is Vigilebu, this thing's very useful because you can use the grabbable setter tool, and you can either do this so you can see the display or not see the display. And then when you grab stuff, oh, hold on a second. This might be different because of where it's there set. So if you hide the parent or mesh, you can hide this and duplicate and duplicate and duplicate. So even though you can say, why not just use the duplication tool, still it's useful for all kinds of item grabbing situations. And then you just make it grabbable again, and then you can see it. If you want to see the platform, then you can just uncheck the box. So I figured there's a lot of cool little useful things that people have already made that I thought I might highlight. Also, we have like a lot of different assets in that world. And then in Creator Jam 7, it was based on music and sound. And so let's go here.
So Medra, somebody asked
Mhm.
right now, do all these created assets
Sure.
become shared?
Absolutely. These are shared, free to use. Ideally, try and make sure that you give credit to who created it. And I try and make sure to give credit to the assets, even the ones that were something that was imported maybe from Sketchfab. But I try and make sure to give credit for who did what. I think that's really important for artists, is to make sure to let people know who did what. And that way, if you like something, you can make sure to go say hey to them and say, hey, I really love your work. Or perhaps there's something that you want to actually like collaborate on with them. And so, yeah.
Awesome.
Hello, Pep John.
Hello.
And this is a sequencer. And so basically you can add the beats per minute, and you can add beats to it, each one of these platforms, and then you can put sound assets on top of them. And this one's going to be kind of fun. This is a little tiny, cute wolf that Anomalous made, and also Anomalous made the sequencer.
Do you have the one that Ghost made that has the sounds
Yeah.
on it?
Absolutely.
It's probably a better demonstration than something that just has one sound on it.
Sure, I'll play it though still.
Do the rock track one, not the other one. If you need it, I've got it.
But you could use these with some kind of sequence for other situations too. Okay, let's...
It's spun in.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And you can just move these blocks to change where they would be located on the beat, on the sequence.
That's pretty cool.
And Anomalous also made a sound block that you can replace the different sounds on it, or also click on it. This is just I think it's a Psychogenesis sound. And so that way you could either use it for something to click on or set it on here to play. Oh, the sound's not too harmonious. It's still really cool demonstration of how it works. But yeah,
Hey, I can grab
yes.
your feet.
Yeah, I haven't fixed this avatar. Haven't really done anything with it since February.
So in Creator Jam 8, we based everything on Hokage's hookshot, and he made some specialized hookshots that allowed for certain types of grappling where you would be able to grapple onto objects, whether they had a tagged area. And so essentially there's like Grapple Clouds, which Anomalous made, that these floating clouds that move around. I think that they won't be too resource heavy. Why not?
So
Why add them?
Randoomy123 has a question on the channel, or the Twitch chat. He says, "What's the poly count limit for assets?"
In Neos or
for this event,
or the Jam?
For the Jam.
Oh, that's a good question. I would always try and keep it as low poly as possible. Ideally, I know that's not a very good accurate answer, but in general, you want to keep the entire world under 300,000 polys. That's not going to happen. Also, it depends on the size. I can also post. Is everyone seeing from my point of view or from someone else's point of view?
I can make it your point of view right now if you want me to.
Sure. If you don't mind.
Yep. It's
I'll show them what I'm seeing. Okay. And so usually what I try and do, because it's when you have so many builders in a world, there's issues with how dense the geometry is. And so you try and get a limited amount of assets, geometry, point lights, reflection, all kinds of things that you have to take in consideration when you're building a world. And when you're working with everyone collaboratively, especially new people, you have to kind of let everyone know like what to, like if it's your first time coming into Creator Jam, ideally it's best to kind of look or read over some of the technical specifications on just how to be careful not to make the world cry. Okay, thank you. But yeah, so this is kind of dragging. I know you guys are getting impatient, so I'll just kind of go over a little bit of the rest very briefly, and then we'll kind of get started, because I don't like to make a speech too terribly long, which I think it's getting there. Okay, so Creator Jam 9 was about plant growth, and we have it based on Anomalous's plant growth generator, or growth controller,
I like
and
how
you can
his head
actually...
is just somebody's just grabbing his head and moving around.
Yes. I really have to fix that sometime.
Oh my gosh.
It's hilarious though.
And Anomalous made a really cool thing that basically, do you mind explaining a little bit of it, Anomalous? Yes!
Don't know what
Yes!
you're talking about.
Yes! I was hoping you'd bring that in. Your spider.
It's a Spidey boy.
Yeah, that was just for the Grapple Creator Jam. I figured everyone was talking about spiders. I think they meant Spider-Man, but I took it more literally.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Very good
Anyway,
spider.
What were you asking me to explain?
Just the plant growth controller.
Okay.
Just like generally what it does. Just really basically, nothing, kind of like a roundabout.
Okay. Well, we were doing a plant growth creator jam, so I just made a controller object in the world that you set the rate of passive time, and it would send dynamic impulses to everything in the world that was set up to receive the impulse, so that it would know how fast to grow, so that you could have the whole world growing at all the plants in the world growing at the same rate of speed, and adjust that globally. So nothing too exciting, and
But
we didn't actually get a whole lot done with the plant growth in that creator jam.
True,
but there were
true.
some really interesting ideas, though.
Absolutely. And then when we go on the tour, I'll show Draconis's plant generator too. So yeah, well, essentially with these kind of ideas of like sound and growth, plant growth, and different types of assets, does anyone have any ideas that they would like to build out in the world or utilize?
I was thinking of kind of like maybe just a sort of a broad village with,
Okay.
you know, because we have a lot of different little buildings from the different jams, and kind of just sort of decorating out some type of sort of village type area.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, we can do that. And then just so you know, the size of this world is quite large. Normally there's one grid space, and this is actually 9 grid spaces total. So there's lots of room for people to kind of pick out a space and utilize that. We won't all be able to build into the world together, unfortunately. That's kind of similar to the poly count issues. There's limited performance with having multiple builders in the world currently, and so the best way to work with that is to have people save their own version of the Creator Jam 10 world, and then either work with partners or work by themselves, and then usually try and save all your stuff underneath a empty, and I can show you how to do that, or someone else can as well. And then we can bring it back into this world. Usually we can only have about 3 builders in here before Neos kind of has some issues, especially with lots of logic usage. But yeah, so Hokage left before I was going to say how in the bookshop world he did a wonderful job in on making an entire canyon that you can explore, and we'll be showing that off shortly later. Does anyone have any questions? I know this
You
was
might
a lot of
mention
stuff.
that all the worlds are linked over there if anyone wants to visit them.
Yeah, the obvious one. So there's prior creator jams, and you can visit all of those. And there's plenty of things you can grab in them. I do have quite a few of the different items. I'll bring in some more of those for people to utilize. And yeah, feel free to pick out some space, and feel free to start grabbing stuff and using it. Draconis, Anomalous, and Ghost have been in quite a few of these, and Leon. And so if you have any questions, they have a lot of, they can answer a lot on a bunch of the stuff in the worlds itself.
That card doesn't look very safe.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
What you'll do is, if you want to get started on everything, everybody, I'm going to probably shortly, like,
Hey,
start
Raccoon.
giving people a tour on the different areas, and next one we'll just kind of go through.
Yes.
Okay.
Want to build a forest around the city or town? We're gonna make?
Okay.
So you might want to pair up with people. If you don't want to create, that's okay. You can watch.
We can use your grass growth thing. Maybe
And
use
yes,
it
Raccoon, you
involved
can
in
live stream while
maybe
I
trees
stream.
instead.
That is completely
Hello,
fine.
business.
More streamers, the better.
Better than the last forest.
Hey, business lawyer.
I actually literally just
How's it
started
going?
streaming, and my game is not really the fun.
I'm trying to get back into the
I
groove
actually
of
have
things.
to change
I've been
some
out
stuff
for
in
a
my Twitch
while,
chat
so
real quick.
Yeah.
I need to
I forgot.
reset my brain somehow.
I know how that is. There's a lot of cool stuff that's been happening. That's nice. A lot of cool tools. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
looking.
be right back. I'm gonna go change some stuff with my
Oh, I feel you.
quick.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. That's life takes control. I know what you mean. Ugh. Yuck.
Yep, you can
Boo.
do the same exact thing
But
that
yeah,
I'm doing.
if you're
All of these
but you're welcome
controls
to watch
of
or
how
create.
I'm operating this camera is all open for
You're always
everyone to
welcome.
use.
And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be in here for a little bit, and then if you have any other questions when I'm gone, tour the world, Draconis, Anomalous, Leon,
Oh yeah, sure.
and Ghost will know plenty of stuff. Oh yeah, that's great. Yes.
What is this?
Have you played with that? Try the tooltip and walk.
Okay, hold on.
Hokage. We'll be showing off your canyon too. Sure. Probably sometime within the stream.
What is this
So.
thing?
That's just cool.
Well, start moving,
Oh, no.
you can hear the music. So as you're moving, you can hear music playing.
Did you see that?
Oh man.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, here you go, Leon. You'll probably want that. Vigilaboo made this,
Can't forget
and then,
Trim Storm.
right?
Sandstorm. Yes.
It is Sandstorm.
You're gonna be able to get rid of these clouds because last time they were in the world, they just for like hours
Okay.
and never went
Well,
away.
Sure. Yeah, I can get them. Have them.
I'm not really sure
So, just so you guys know, inside the channel, if you're hearing this
got
music
it.
playing,
good.
basically you equip this
What is this?
musical note tool, and I'll even make my POV so you guys can see it. You would equip this musical note, and then as I have this equipped, if I'm moving forward, you can start
I
hearing the
do
music
have
play.
one request.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to volunteer to be in a television?
It's a pretty funny item.
A teleporter?
I
Anomalous
need
already
a
looks like he
volunteer
was.
for a teleporter action.
Me.
Yeah, I know. It is pretty funny.
There you go.
Beat us,
You
but,
equip it.
You know, he
You have to
volunteered.
run. Okay.
So
Well-
basically, what we need to do
All right, excellent.
is we need a copy of your avatar, and we need to mangle it up as bad as we can.
Oh, it's already done.
Okay. Already done. What?
I mean, I
You
had
can
my
take,
mangled
you
up
can take
character.
ages for this.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's,
All right. That'll work. That'll
Yeah.
save us some time. Okay. So we need. So basically, here's how I want it to go.
oh.
So I'm gonna
beautiful.
bring out a little teleporter here,
Oh, Parker Wade crashed.
and actually I might need to record this. But let me just bring out the object here so that you know what
Hey,
the
Parker.
intention. So that you know what the intention is. All right. So we're gonna put this little teleporter here.
Go Gameslet said that they crashed. Oh joy.
Yeah, that would be me. So.
Oh,
I've got
you
it,
crashed. Okay.
No.
nifty
Well,
feature
welcome.
of this thing.
Welcome here.
Yeah. Oh, I finally made my own.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
I made
Yeah, I
my
have
own
that as
tooltip
well.
Finally.
Oh, you made your own tooltip? Nice, man.
Convection is there.
Very cool.
Staring into my soul.
Well, also,
Yeah, what's
in
up?
a little bit, we'll be going to each of the world's groups. Oh, there's
What's
some
that?
craziness going on over here. Here, wait, let me capture that.
Excellent.
No, it isn't. Sorry. Do you need a different avatar?
Well,
What?
I think I'm
What?
using my VR chat avatar in here.
Mhm.
Oh, I see.
Do what you did again, business lawyer.
I think I probably just
Oh, yeah, sure. This is how it goes. So I'll ask for a volunteer.
Okay.
And I'll just press this. I'll just press this button. There's actually going to be 2 of these. You know, because it needs to be a teleporter, right? So and then the teleporter that the person is standing on is going to be the one that's messing up.
Oh, do I have to go on it? Wow, amazing.
Yeah, it'll get too noisy if we have them both running at once, though. That's the only downside. So.
Is this something you want to have in world that'll be kind of performance heavy?
Well, no. This is mainly for skit I want to do.
Oh, okay. Well.
Here, I'll volunteer. Well, we need a messed up avatar. Already have one.
Nice. Well, there he goes.
You're perfectly fine. See, you haven't been inverted at all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing is.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure. Okay, just say energize when you're ready.
Energize.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, it's still within safe Oh my goodness. What? Whoops. That's fine. I'll just get the engineers on it. They'll pay
I'm
the.
trying to think you're not so great at this whole teleporting thing.
He's close.
See, he's still around. He's just, you know, he's just a little different. Is all. See, sometimes you get these teleporter events. See, you just.
the introduction of that.
I
don't know what he's saying.
I think you might need to RMA the.
He says he likes fruit pies.
Yes.
I do too. I think we gotta put it through Google Translate.
He likes fruit pies. Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
They're delicious.
I like the. I like the.
I kind of want to try this now.
I have a.
The only abomination be.
Yep.
Let me have it.
Okay. What? You can't be mangled before you go into the teleporter.
Well, I was thinking since I already went through once and got mangled, I figured I'd go through again and it would unmangle me.
I actually need to record this because I need to put it in my video. So let me set this up here.
Just be like test subject 72, previous teleportation mangling accident, attempting to fix with next teleportation.
All the bugs have been fixed. I promise. You know, it's for real this time. It is completely for real. It is not. This is the real deal. Okay. And let me set up OBS to do its thing. I gotta set up my recording software so that I can see my test subjects being teleported and not dying and not being mangled irreversibly. No, you don't.
Blow me up. Blow me up right now.
That's not what my teleporter does.
Oh. I thought that was
people.
I thought that was a feature. Sorry.
Now it might not. It might teleport pieces of people, but it teleports them nonetheless. It's a very efficient device. You'll only be ripped apart temporarily, and then you'll be put together. Not necessarily in the order that the molecules are supposed to go into, but
close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. It's like all the atoms. They're all the same, right? They can be mixed and matched. It's like Legos. You just put them together.
I got it. Did you hear me say something?
It's like
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, clown.
They changed the icon.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. I just had to reset my controllers.
When the device starts exploding.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to. Okay, so I got OBS open. I need to make sure that it's actually going to
Oh, yeah,
record
let's see.
properly.
I feel more
Press the-
together now.
Let's see.
Oh, this is so convenient. Start recording. Okay, so it's doing its recording. Ooh, look at me. It's recording. Ooh, it's so fancy. Look at the camera. Look at the camera looking at people. We're filming people without their consent. We're filming everything. We're recording all that stuff. You know, there's nothing wrong with.
Here, let's bring the camera right there. Rotate around.
Okay, and stop the test, and let's make sure that it's actually recording.
There.
There we go. And then we can just set it to be world.
All right. Yeah, excellent. Let me know
What's up?
when you're ready, and we can show off the different worlds as well.
Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's show off some different
Okay.
worlds. So wherever you want to go first, because you're leading the way.
Sure. We'll go into the Creator Gem 1, which is a cave world.
Awesome, sounds good.
And
Oh, I see. It's not set to use my headset, so.
sure, you want to just jump to it.
Let me just go to Medra's name tag.
Liam, shut up! You're gonna give it away! Where'd Medra go?
Okay, and I'm joining Medra in the Creator Jam 1. Oh,
There
look
you
at
go.
this.
So
I
this
think
is
he's
the
up
first
for me.
Creator Jam world. Yeah, let me get duplicate one too. Might need it.
Thank
And then I'll put this.
Well, actually, just it's good for just one. Well, we can just keep it one flame. Keeps it a little bit more immersive.
Take my boy.
Oh, thank you.
It's got fingers set up. You just have to set the materials.
Okay, I won't be able to use them today,
Right.
because I have stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. Give me a second.
Yeah, just wanted to give you the
Thank you.
ability to.
Oh, thank you.
Deep, dark
Uh,
cave.
Yep. So this is the first Creator Jam,
we're in a
and
cave?
yep, this is
Oh, wait, one
actually
second,
a
let me
cave.
let me reset my
maze.
camera.
Oh, do you
real
want me
quick.
to turn that down? Here, no, I can turn that down. There.
Just making sure that the mirror display works. Okay, cool. It's going
Sure.
good now.
Okay.
You know what caves need?
And so,
Yeah, and that.
let me know when you want me to
Yep.
start going on about it.
Yep, you can.
Okay, sure. So welcome to the cave maze. This cave maze was built by Aaron Olson, and it's a procedural cave maze built on cell phone data, actually. And so it does have some normal issues, but the first theme was just we made this cave. It was the size of the palm of my hand, and then made it large enough so you could explore pretty much for quite a while. And people pick different sections. So first we'll kind of play through and walk through the maze just a little bit, and then from there we'll fly out and cheat. So yeah, you just follow me. I always forget the paths to get to some other areas. And if we need more light.
Perfect.
No, there's no jump scares.
Ah!
Yeah. Let's see. I think this way. Yeah. All right. I think this is good. We're getting somewhere. Oh,
I
okay.
love caves, like cave-like environments. They're just
Me too.
so much fun in VR because you feel like you're just like
You
in this enclosed space.
Yeah, it gives you much
and
more
you'll
of a
need
sense of
to
volume and
drive
atmosphere.
to an actual cave that is probably made of salt.
Okay. And I think we'll cheat a little bit because there's a lot of things to see. I think we'll cheat a little bit because there's a lot of things to see, which it's not fair, but so get into fly mode so you can clip through and just fly up. And if you fly up, you can see this is quite vast.
Yeah, it's just
And
a
if
whole
we
bunch
fly
of
over,
caves. Weaving
yeah,
in
and there's a
out.
lot of unbuilt space, but there is right here, the lights that you see that are up and down, that is actually the beginning start point. If you go over to down here, this is Ghost's area, I think. Yep, he was working on the lights that fade. I think they fade different colors. And so he had a little bit of things in that space. If you follow into this area, this is something I was working on. We don't need this for now. We don't need any torch. Or, well, why not? What the heck?
That's a nice effect.
And, yeah, we can turn off the torch, actually, in here. It's set up with its own lighting. And this is something I just made, just pretty basic. Yeah, we'll just delete it. There's plenty of these guys. And this kind of gives an interesting atmosphere. Yeah, definitely a cursed object. And so you can see it's rather a basic world, but still a lot of potential with it, just with what it is itself, and just a little bit of lighting, adding objects. So there's a lot of potential for remixing. The people could definitely reuse this world, build their own thing. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's jump back to. We'll go up and fly in a second. Let me go grab another light. Actually, we won't need
a spotlight.
We won't need lights actually for this world, because the rest of the places we'll be going to. So if you fly up here and follow me to this area, this is Anomalous's little area that he was working on.
Can we just set the global lighting to be like white, or is that move?
Oh no! If I did that, here I'll show you. Ah, okay. I'm blind. And so this uses. He was using his. He built a Google image search computer, and he used that actually for reference for things he was building out inside a cave.
Yeah, look at that again.
So that's kind of nice potential.
POV.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, look at what you were showing, because I got
the
POV on.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. So yeah, what was nice is Anomalous has built his own computer that you can use Google Images within Neos. And what's nice is, let's say that you're building something in Neos and you're like, okay, how do I build this? You don't have to jump back and forth outside of VR headset. You can actually just add an image, and there you are. You have it in Neos. They're all attached to the computer, and then you can use that for reference in building, which is quite nice. And so.
Yep, like a Google image search, but from inside of here.
Yeah, yeah. And then.
Advanced basic computer.
Yeah. So I'll show you the on Draconis's, and then we'll probably head out and move to another world. And let's see, Draconis. There it is.
Surprised that you got all this memorized out. Or, well, it also says his name at the top there.
There we are.
Ooh, that one's cool.
And so this is using in Neos tools the hull shape, the convex hull. And so that's where he was able to make the lava and the stalactites and stalagmites. And so this was the first Creator Jam, and there's been a lot more advances since then, which is pretty cool, from having a server to having like things that are built that are much more prepackaged and easy to transport and reuse, and a lot more advanced logic stuff for sure. And logics just being the different coding used inside Neos to create all kinds of interactive objects and all kinds of different interactivity altogether. So yeah.
And the best thing about all this stuff is it's been done out and created out inside of Neos wholeheartedly.
Absolutely, that's a big part of it. Yep, except for the cave itself. Most of it was built in Neos. There's some assets that are imported. So I guess I should mention that the basic workflow in Neos, especially in Creator Jams, is you can build some things in Neos, and then anything you can't build yet, you bring in assets. And usually I try and find things that are commercially free to use, actually, and make sure to give the artist credit, obviously. And then that way, anything we reuse in the Creator Jam, you can redistribute easily, and it doesn't cause any type of issues with copyright. And but ideally still try and make sure to thank the artist.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's.
Where it's due.
Okay.
So we
So
want to check out
let's
number
move
2?
on to a different. Yeah. Let's see. Number 2 is going to be pretty quick, but it'll be pretty neat to do. So yeah, let's jump to number 2. I'll go back
Okay.
to the main world and then jump to 2 from there.
Okay.
I have all of these shareholders here that are investing in this technology, and I just wanted to show that my technology works the best. It is the very best. They should buy
You are still on
millions
this,
of
aren't you,
copies of these
business
things.
lawyer?
And,
Oh, man.
I'm kind of shocked that
yeah.
you are.
Is there no string?
Okay.
But then
Oh,
again,
well,
I'm not
sure.
shocked because you're a business lawyer.
Yes, I'm the business lawyer. I know what I'm doing. It just goes hand in hand.
And somebody
I'm
makes
very
a fart
good at this. I'm
noise.
very talented.
Excellent. Wonderful timing.
Yes, very talented. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press this button.
Oh, he already
and
went
it
to
will
the second
initiate
one.
the teleporter. Okay, so
Okay.
Just whenever you're ready, just say energize.
Energize.
Energize. Okay, here we go. So you notice that it's levitating your feet there. Okay, so just when this is done, it'll teleport you to this other teleporter right there. You see that? See
Yeah,
that
I
other
see it.
teleporter there? Okay, now that is perfectly normal. Okay, people have a stigma that if it's red, it's bad, and that's just not. It's just not.
Oh,
it's
man,
not
this
a
feels
fair.
a little funny, man.
It's a little. It's
Oh.
a little.
Is this supposed to be happening?
That's fine. This is fine. It's perfect. It's perfectly normal.
Oh,
That's
on fire, yo.
Oh no.
Oh, if I
Uh,
was the
Oh God! What have you done? What have you done?
Okay, I got you.
Very fun. Okay, joining on you, Medra.
What have you done to me?
Gotcha.
I'm on.
So this one's the early creator jams had issues with connections and connectivity. Me hosting myself, so we end up using a server eventually, and so that's why this is a little less complete. However, there's some quite nice little mechanisms in here that are useful for reference if someone wants to build an elevator or a moving platform in EOS. So if you don't mind following me onto this elevator,
Oh, heck yeah.
and
Oh,
Ghost
yeah.
made this elevator.
You go my walk around.
Sure. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, feel free to hit plus, and
Oh.
there's different waypoints that were set up.
Here, wait, let me do it from my POV.
Yeah.
Okay, so just hit plus. Oh,
Yeah,
there
and
we go.
basically it's going
Starting
to
to
move us to different areas, and these would be different sections. Some of them are more aligned than others. There's not too much in these rooms. The idea was to have different rooms that people would enter into. That's why I like having a creator jam that revisits some type of ideas might not be so bad, or at least reuse the elevator, because that could be useful in all kinds of different applications within different worlds that people
That's
want to
pretty
have.
cool how it just like goes and you're taking an elevator right to each different room and section.
Yeah. And so we don't need to see all of them. There's not too much, so we might want to just fly away from this. And we'll go to the platform. Let's see where it's at. There it is over here. So follow me over here. We need to walk on this platform. Zoop. And this is made by Anomalous. It's a moving platform. And there's some of the logics that's used with it. And we'll make sure once you get on here, we'll hit. Is it my point of view or your point of view on this?
Your point of view.
Okay. We're going to hit next location. You ready?
Yep. Woo! That's fast.
Yep. So this will take. Yeah, it's super fast.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
I
go.
lost you.
Yep, you lost me.
Oh, I lost you.
I'm
here.
running back.
I'll wait for you.
Ah.
Okay, make sure to stay on the platform on this. Okay, there we are. Okay. There, this part.
Whoa.
All right. Right? This is pretty fun. Very disorienting.
Ah.
Okay.
Wait, do it again. Again.
Okay, we got it. Okay, let's do it. I got to flip through them all. They just moved all the points.
Ah. That's cool.
Yeah. So I thought
like
that's a little interesting thing that someone, if they want to learn how to do something like that, it's available.
Sweet.
So
And all
that's
the
pretty
logics
much most
is
of the story.
exposed for that too. So then if somebody wants to make
Absolutely. Yep, anomalous. Everyone contributes to this with the idea in mind that people can rip the code, make it their own. That's really it's a very open source type of philosophy that it's very sharing oriented, which is the way I feel Neos is in general. That people are willing to share and contribute and help out each other, and I like to keep that spirit alive in Creator Jam if ever it changes, which I don't think it will, but you never know.
Oh, definitely. Okay, let's check out some more. Check out some more stuff.
Okay, three's not so exciting. There's a lot of server issues.
Paro Fluff.
So we'll go to 4. So I'll jump back to the regular jam and 10, and then go to 4 from there.
CERN says, so apparently easy to keep characters stationary relative to a moving object. That's actually a non-trivial problem in a lot of games. Yep. I was stuck on this perfectly, which felt pretty good.
Hey, Leon, has anybody started building yet?
Yeah. It looks like Draconis is starting building. I think Anomalous started
I better
building.
start saving.
You can resize
I'm going
it
to save
after
this
the
then.
fact. It just helps the machine if it's larger.
Hokage's making his avatar.
Okay. Next one, if you don't mind, it's going to take me a minute. One thing I normally do
I'm ready to
with this is I
replace
try and have
Bill Nye.
redundant backups. If you fly with me underneath, you can see that this is where the server lives.
There we go. Ah, perfect.
And there's the Creator Jam.
Check
hanging
you out. Check that out.
Oh, perfect.
It is so you.
So
it is
I
so
use
dapper.
just a desktop mode for the server itself, and then that way if I ever crash, it doesn't crash the server.
Right.
You're good.
You
You're
got
good to
the
go.
Creator Gem
Actually,
guy right here.
It,
Yep,
should, it
totally.
should be
This
lower
is what's
though,
keeping
because it's going to
everything
clip into
alive.
your chin if you do
Yeah.
that. So there we go.
But
Yep.
I need
I'm wondering,
to step
can
out.
you guys see the chat on my hands?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I can see the chat in your hands.
Fire on true
Oh,
words.
man. So we're going to need another effortless
I saw it for a second. Yeah, now I see it. Yep.
generator.
I see
Okay,
it.
fire on true is a bit buggy, it seems. Very local fire on true.
It is.
But yeah, I'll jump
you
into
want it to be permanent?
Creator
You want the
Jam
damage
4
to be
while I
completely
jump on a headset
irreversible?
for just a hot second and save a redundant backup.
You don't want,
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I will not use
Sure,
it.
I'll see you soon.
We tune in on all these people over here.
Sure.
Did you ever see that? Yeah, I made it through.
Yeah, because I
Oh yeah, you have all that fun stuff.
it's invisible.
Now, let's see. Is that bow tie UV mapped?
Yes,
Let's
a little
find
bit.
out the hard way. Nope.
Ah!
I can't zap it.
Let's find out the hard way.
I don't know if I stick my neck out really hard.
Now, just give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Let me do a thing. I'll give it the same texture as the companion cube. Doesn't look like it is. So
Oh, okay.
basically
It was
what I
just a
would need
solid
to
color
do-
anyway.
Now I'm going to give it a texture. I am. So I've got this.
I know these for sure are.
That I'm going to take from. Now all these are triplanar textures.
The view on Parker. See what he's up to. Doing some logics over here, Parker.
Yeah. I'm editing the multi-tool to work with.
You know what? Right parentheses works. Right parentheses works.
Okay. Wait. Right. Left. Actually, I may need to change this a little.
That's interesting.
That looking like some spaghetti code right there.
That might actually be a conflict. I don't know. I can always change that.
Missing now is the meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's a Pimax?
Flex.
What have you done?
No.
Hello. Camera's on you now.
Oh no. What do I do?
No. Nothing. You don't have to do anything.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well,
Works so easy.
components, if you ever want to
Oh,
know.
looks like that nothing is him
show you.
sleeping.
I
Sleepy
can
face.
go back to my working world. It should be public once I do that.
Okay.
That's boring.
Red bow tie.
Right.
Okay.
Or polka dot, you know?
If it.
Getting a lot of lag.
Yeah.
Well,
Me too.
That's Creator Jam.
Saren says, are blueprinted logics different from free floating in any way other than presentation?
So now I just need
Yeah.
to-
I was worried right parentheses might.
What do you mean by that?
Zero.
I'm not sure exactly
I just want to be
what you
able to
mean.
make it.
Like, yeah, you could present them in another way. You can
Oh.
have them on.
One thing, I can maybe answer that one.
Oh yeah. Why don't? Yeah, why doesn't? Yeah, Frox can answer that.
Essentially, like the blueprints, that's a system built in game by Coffee. So it's like a third-party system to help like with organization of logics. But essentially, it works with normal like logic circuits. So it's not like organization tools. Essentially, you can put things in blueprints. You can like create nodes which are inputs, outputs. You can label them. You can like put commands. It has like a bunch of other cool functions, and you can also nest them. So there are like some limitations because it is a third-party one, but it's also really cool because the entire blueprint system is created in Logix itself. So essentially, it's using Logix to create a system for organizing Logix. But essentially, like it's the same. Otherwise, it's the same system. You're still like using the same nodes. It just helps you like keep them organized a little bit better, so it's less spaghetti code.
I hate that so much.
So he also said, like, does the blueprint do something to the logics other than just make it look better?
No, it doesn't.
No, yeah, so it's just all visual.
But organization is like very like important part of like making code, so it's definitely like beneficial in that area. It's also like a thing that's gonna eventually be like an official official function of the logic system. So like it supports also, so you can essentially create the blueprints, sort of. But you don't have to actually duplicate the entire code setup every time you need to use it, so you can like reference it. So it's gonna be more efficient, and you can also pack it into objects because one of the limitations is if you want to pack it into the object and essentially hide everything, you lose all the blueprints. So it's usually the best workflow with that one currently is to essentially have a world, for instance, where you have all the blueprints set up and open, and every time you want to pack it for distribution, you save the world, you pack it, and if you want to edit it again, you just load the world and continue working.
Awesome. So I'm gonna join Medra now into the Creator Jam 4.
Okay.
Well, so.
I don't know.
I'll be back in just a second. I'm loading in another world state.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'll be right back.
Just a minute. There. Okay, now everything's happy.
Perfect.
Okay. There. Yeah, so this was quite a successful Creator Jam. There's quite a few people that came in, including yourself, actually. And the idea was to build a world based on primitives. And so essentially like the cube, pyramid, sphere, dodecahedron, stuff like that. And you could grab any one of these and you were to build your entire, whatever you wanted to build out, but it had to be using these elements. And so, do you want to start off with what you built out?
Oh, yeah, we can show what I
Sure.
made.
Sure. So, this is Nexulin's crystal. Oh, I better shrink myself. Whoop. And this cool crystal.
Yep,
Crystal
basically
cave.
I use this using only the convex hull brush and just like some regular models, and I'll even do it out through my POV so you guys can see it. It was just a guy kind of like hypnotized by like a crystal. and his greed is gonna get the best of him.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
And also convex hull tools we're welcome to use as well.
Yep. So this was
yeah,
made entirely
let's-
in here using just the brushes inside of here. So something
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
And
And
let's
then-
check out some more.
Yeah, so across from here is Draconis's candy pyramid. And should I be in broadcast mode?
Oh
or
yeah,
are we good?
Yep. Everybody can hear you in broadcast right now.
Okay, that's perfect. So, yeah, right here is Draconis's candy pyramids.
Perfect.
And you can climb up some side of the pyramid, but not others. I don't know exactly why. Woo! So you can launch. You can't climb up this side for some reason. I don't understand.
Yeah, you can't. I'm like trying to jump up it and I can't do it.
Yeah, you can only launch off, I think, 2 of the sides.
Oh, that's weird. It just launches you? Oh yeah, it does.
If you run on it.
Yeah. That's weird.
So, yeah, circuitries, we'd have to fly up to it.
That one's
because...
really crazy. Or there Aegis's one where it's with the buildings.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, definitely. We can hit that one first. Yeah, Aegis used experimental tool, the one that's the object placement tool.
Yeah, look at that one. That one's so cool.
Yeah.
It almost
so
looks
you
like
essentially just built it all out of blocks.
like a low poly kind of asset.
And it was based on this, which is pretty cool, based on these references. Very nice. And we can even change the lighting if we want a little bit. Give it a little more atmosphere. And then have a nice mystical area. I love it. So,
Really
yeah.
cool look.
Yeah, it has nice monumental feel. I like that. And so, and once again, this asset, if you want to go through the process of merging all this together into one, under one folder, or essentially as one piece, you're welcome to bring this into your own world. That would be a little bit difficult, but it's definitely possible. So yeah, we'll move on to Vigilabo, I mean, their area. We'll probably pass by Moon Watchers while we're at it. So, his amphitheater. And then we'll finally, at the very end of everything, hit up Ghost and Anomalous's forest.
Perfect.
So this is some more using the drivers to rotate objects. You get some interesting feel of things just by having things rotated. It adds a little bit of element to everything. So yeah, it's an interesting little low poly thing going.
To each one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. This is super glowy.
Yeah, definitely. Woo. Hold on. Doop. So used to flying most of the time. And then this is Vigilabo's. We'll have Vigilabo, and kind of has the feeling of an Escher. So you might need to make yourself a little smaller for this, and make sure you're in walk mode.
Oh, okay. It orients your gravity all weird.
Yeah. Yep.
To
This
where
is
it's
basically.
Like, here, wait. Let me put on my POV so I'm like.
Yeah, it's a
walking.
localize. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Aaron, once you.
So if I'm walking up on these stairs, I'll just go doot doot doot.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Exactly, and then this is the really tough part. So let's try and walk onto this platform in a minute. When it flattens out, we'll try and walk onto it and try and get to the middle area of it. This is sometimes works. If we can do it right, it'll stick to us. Okay, and
and flip me.
Nope. Oh yeah, that's difficult to stay on that. But there's more parts of this that have the same type of element. I think over.
Syrian says, haha, nice. This plus non-Euclidean geometry would hurt some brains. Yes, I know, right? So it's basically like I'm walking right through here, and then it's now I'm like walking up the walls. It's quite crazy. It's a little bit, you know, it could make you, some people feel nauseous, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely have the feeling of Escher's relativity in this. But this is a really good example just to kind of get an idea of something you might want to do.
Would totally work great in rotating spaceships. Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah, you get yourself.
Rotating stations. Okay, space stations. That makes sense too.
Yeah, 2001 Space Odyssey style. Yeah.
Yes. Space Odyssey.
So yeah, let's fly over to the forest, and then after that we'll move on to another world.
Here, wait, Medra.
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, I gotta do the reference for that.
Sure.
I'm sorry,
yes.
Medra, but I'm afraid I can't do that. Just kidding. Let's go check out the next one.
Open the bay doors.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
So we'll fly over to this. Oh,
we're flying? Okay.
Yeah, I figure I'll fly over to this. This is a good way to not take as much time. Okay.
Fly
and then
there.
Land. Boop. Oh, I need to make myself normal size. There we are. Oh, hey.
Really cute forest.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, I'll make myself a little smaller. That'll be fine. And so yeah, this was made with just they made the trees ghost and anomalous, and then just replicated them a bunch. And then they have a little. There's a few collider issues, but other than that, it's pretty nice. You can climb. I'll make myself a little bigger. You can climb up the ladder.
So basically, they kind of made out entirely a treehouse.
Absolutely.
Which is, quite cute.
Oop. Yoink. Yay. So yeah, it's a nice little thing. And you could definitely, if you liked one of the trees, you could copy one of them and bring it into your own world, or use it in that way. So yeah, a lot of little examples and nice little fun spots that people made.
Very
Out
cute.
of just almost all this is pretty much everything inside Neos itself, which is nice.
Yep, using only the tools that you can use inside here, which eventually, you know, I'm sure creator jams will get like 100 times even more crazy once we have the terrain editor and vertice manipulation. Then people could actually do sculpting with their stuff inside
Absolutely.
here. So creator jams will.
Oh yeah, it's going to be super exciting.
Making lots of edges with it.
Absolutely. Not to mention something that would be almost like rap battles, where you could have two people building things at the same time, like in races and things like that. It'll be fun as there's more load with Neos itself that can handle like lots of crazy stuff, and that's just like any computer or any type of software. Then it's going to be people just building like little ants, just these crazy worlds built out. I look forward to seeing that.
Me too. Collaborative VR building is definitely going to be the future.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's see.
Check out the next ones. So we're doing the showcase of all the different.
I think we're not going to jump into the main. I'm not going to go back to the other one because it's kind of lagging out. So instead, I'll just jump to the world from there. And probably I should take a minute to check on the server to make sure it's not crashing or everything's cool, since I'm not there.
Okay.
So I'll start having Creator Jam 5 load in, and then I'll see you there shortly. And that one, this was based on just kind of, well, I'll tell you when we're there. Why not?
Okay,
it's better to show than tell.
Yeah.
Or show.
So Siren asks, is there a way to set build permissions on parts of your world? Like, say you want to work on your world and have some non-builder friends over to hang out and listen to music while you do so, but then wants to fiddle with their avatar a bit in the sandbox area. Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
It's actually
Absolutely.
under permission, so you can go to the world Medra and I'll show Siren this.
Sure, sure.
So basically, let me turn on my UI so you can see it. You would go under session, and then you go under permissions, and then you can set people as to be a spectator, to be a guest, to be a moderator, to be a builder. A builder has all the editing tools. A moderator is able to kick a person if they're, if you can have moderation rights. A guest is able to still spawn things. And a spectator is able to basically view. So they're only able to watch. They're not able to have any editing rights whatsoever or any building rights. So that answers the question. So yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty common use case for bringing over friends to hang out. Yeah, absolutely. I actually think my opinion on that is... Oh wait, let me switch the camera. My opinion on that is I think people are actually going to create social worlds, and those social worlds won't have any editing tools inside them whatsoever, and people could just make them all as spectators, or at least all as guests or something like that, and then you could have a way to where people wouldn't start spawning out a whole bunch of stuff and making a whole big mess. Then they can just experience the world for what it is. And they would also be, you could even control characters as well. So like, let's say if you want somebody to spawn in as a specific avatar, you could control avatars. So let's say if it was like for a shooter game, you wouldn't want people to like be in a different character. You could control that as well. So there's a lot more game mechanics to when it comes to controlling out your worlds, which is really nice. Okay, let me join them back for the other place. Nope.
No, this is no.
I think that frees my headset.
Yeah.
Joining back in the other world.
Friend hanging out, dealing with Phil with their avatar being stand by the area.
Heck. Oh no, this is giant.
I'm getting frame hiccups real quick. Well, that's sort of what I mean about a sandbox area, like a spot in the same world where they can edit wherever, but can't everywhere else. Not as of yet, but I can imagine something like that could be added through, or maybe you could even do something like that through Logics.
You could. I don't know, like, what the best way to do it was. Plus, it would be circumventable that way. Like, anybody with the right tool would be able to break it, but like it would the whole world would have to be set up that way, and you would have to provide the tools.
Something like that is like kind of tricky because like a lot of like edits like they're not localized. Essentially, they're not necessarily space.
Sorry, I have to leave this one because it's kind of getting heavy.
It's too much.
Yes, too much indeed. Oh. It might just be my Neos. It's like freezing up. Yeah, I think I just generally need a restart. So let me do that real quick. But I like that idea about having a sandbox style area, like a specific area that's inside that world, so it's not like closing it off for everyone. Let me just untest real quick. There we go. Uno momento. There you go. Oh, let me get that out of the way for the stream. There you go. There we are. And this is for Career Jam 5, so I'll join Medra in that one.
Hey, next.
Hey, Medra. He's just taking some... I had to restart my Neos because got a little bit heavy.
I understand that. Yeah.
Let me just
right
reset
now.
up all my stuff, my Twitch.
Sure.
There you go.
While you're
Now,
doing that.
now we're good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's fast.
Yeah. Just. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, there's not too much to show in this world. This world was the idea of using a reference, kind of like if you were in an art class and you had a model, and so everyone would be using some kind of reference and building off that. And so, or they could build their own thing that was kind of similar to like City Street or City Block. And there wasn't too much made, so we'll probably fly up to kind of look at an overview, and then we'll probably just go to the Archon, the SimCity Arcology. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So up here. So up here, you can see. Is this on third person or
I can
POV?
I can do POV if you want me to.
Okay, POV if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So you can see Hayden made a. This is his, I think. And I think this is something he built. And he brought this in just for people to use. Some normal issues. There we are. And then up here I brought two different major assets. I'll jump to you next. Sure. So this is decided to bring in some assets for people to reuse. Normally every Creator Jam, I try and have a lot of assets just in case someone feels like that they're a little lost or they'd like to have something to work with. And this was one of them. This is from Sketchfab, just one of the large city pieces. It almost looks like something from an old Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And so people are welcome to grab that. That's
through it.
Sure.
Mark Spark says, you guys are streaming while I actually awake, so I figured I might as well. Oh, well, thanks, man.
Thanks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It'd be even better if like these lights were working and the cars were like driving.
Oh, absolutely.
I imagine one day instead of Nias, we'll be driving cars.
Oh, totally. Oh, definitely. It's going to be exciting to see like an entire bustling community, just like in real life. Just everyone's just running around and doing crazy stuff. It's a lot more flying.
And climbing.
Totally.
Ah.
Ooh, clipped. Hey. But yeah. There's also.
Or you could have the texturing and shake a spray can and then spray paint the walls.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yep.
I want to leave.
Well, you can almost do that now with. In some ways, you could do that depending on the texture, with Neo Shop almost.
You can use the Neo Shop, but I'm talking about like it's. Affecting it with, and it has the whole good feel for the spray paint can. So
I love that. Yeah. Yeah, it won't work unless you do the shaking a little bit. I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
So is there more to show inside of here?
Yeah. Mainly I wanted to show the Arcology, actually. I think that one, instead of showing like some important assets, showing what pretty much Anomalous made this thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nuts.
Let's see it.
There's another little tiny low poly city over there and a hospital.
Oh, very cool.
And so this is an Arcology that he made.
Oh wow, look at that.
And he did the texturing too. He brought in some of the trees from what they made in last Creator Jam, which is nice that you can reuse different pieces. Just like an open source code or any type of coder or anyone, that's what's beautiful about Neos. That you can reuse
cool.
the things that you're
Fly
making.
up to see the rest of it.
Yeah. But this would be something good for the elevators or something like that could jump you to those different points.
Ooh,
So,
I like how it has like this little waterfall right here.
Yeah.
They made
Yeah,
up.
it's nice.
Did he use only the brushes inside of here?
Yeah, this is all Neos only tools and logics for like the light up display areas. Yep, this is all Neos. He might have done something outside for the UV mapping. I'm not quite sure how he did that. But yeah, so pretty cool. The next,
That is cool.
is there anything else you want to see in here?
Dome.
Yeah, I love it. Like,
Yeah, we could
in
check out
SimCity,
just this area down here as well. Why not?
Sure. Yeah, this is just a low poly asset I brought
It's
in.
really beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, I do like the low poly asset too. Definitely have an affinity for that kind of stuff, which Neos does very well with low poly worlds. I mean, I have so many assets that I could just bring in that are really nice, gigantic low poly, and the load as far as using it in VR is not anything. It's wonderful. Yeah. And then might as well, while we're here, show Draconis' stoplight. He made this. This is using only Neos pieces. These are actually objects. He made this little intersection.
Nice.
And then this crosswalk I brought in. This crosswalk I brought in though. And then he added a stoplight that he was working on making it work too. So yeah.
Sweet. Again, we need racing car games. I'm telling you.
Oh, totally. That'll be fun. Yeah. So yeah, I'll open up the next one, which, if I'm correct, it's the asset world. So mainly we'll be looking at an item shop. Oh, nice. Is that part of the avatar? Or are you just grabbing on?
I'm just riding at it.
I gotta get in on this.
I'm doing my yabba dabba doo feet.
I gotta get in on this.
Are you gonna get into a car too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You gotta bust through the wall. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Why is that not made yet? Let's see.
You guys jealous of my ride? Mm-hmm.
It's very right.
But rum bum bum.
There you are. I've been looking for you. There we go.
Oh, the DeLorean. Why you gotta one
Yeah, I
up
have
me
to.
like that, dude? Why you gotta one up?
No
me?
way. This is no one ups. This is something already in Neos. I just had to find any vehicle. Getting fast and furious, sir.
Can't handle my ride. Watch. This thing flies.
Oh! Choo!
Yeah, this is why we need sound effects, so I don't have to hear you going in the.
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe that'll be the sound effect. Is only people making noises.
Oh yes,
I'm fine with that too.
Actually, we'll just record you make a loop of that, and then we'll attach that to the car.
I'm down.
Perfect. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Oh, and
So,
there's,
yeah,
there's also a weed dispensary over here. It's got the green cross. See that?
Oh yeah, there's a dispensary. Yep. Well, it is a Grand Theft Auto-ish world.
Here you go, Medra. That's for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Wait, are you adding that to your inventory?
Maybe.
Perfect.
For digital glaucoma.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, let's check out some more. Check out some more other Career Jam worlds.
Yep. Well, the next one's pretty brief, but it's pretty cool. It's a little item shop. So
nice.
we'll pop in there, and I'll invite you in a minute.
Stream can see you, Electronus. You as well, Parker. What? Huh? Yeah, that's how that's how I feel right now. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What? Mostly because I am running off of 24 hours of no sleep. I don't know if you can tell.
I can't.
Okay.
But I know that feeling.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a grabbable receiver. Darn.
As long as we're hitting VODs for sound effects, may as well build an excellent soundboard. Oh yes, please do. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's stupid. Please make me a soundboard. But see, the thing is, okay, what I thought would be a really good idea inside of here, and I even said this like back in like 2018, is you make a soundboard inside of here where you just press the different buttons, right? Then you don't have to have like a physical soundboard. You just have the soundboard in VR. It's like you're making use and not have to spend a whole bunch of money on it. Something along the lines
Plus, you
of
can
that.
have it like on your arm.
Yeah, I could have like a little interface and just be like, you know, funny sound effects. I like it. Yeah, just attach it to your arm. Brilliant. See, already we're thinking up of new ideas and new creation things while on this creation journey.
Yeah.
Okay, and Medra's now inviting me
about to head to
to
another place.
Career Jam 6.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're all on the same page. There we go. Oh, camera stop. Let me just close it and then reopen. Oh, no, it's fine now. It's good.
Hello. Well, we are in Creator Jam. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure it's 6. Yep. And Creator Jam 6 was, instead of basing it on a theme and building the world from there, we wanted to just have assets that everyone could use. And so this is kind of like a little bit messy, and sometimes Creator Jams are. Try and clean up all the different mess also. So we'll kind of, we'll walk over to, why not? We'll walk over to it. And you'll notice a lot of the Creator Jams, early Creator Jams, use the grid space, and I'm trying to get over that to make it so it's much more landscapes that you're seeing to give a little bit more of an immersive effect. And we had a mild world crash, so we lost some of the stuff that Kalash 47, and that's ever since then I've been having redundant backups of the worlds. So this is a little warehouse that has some stuff in it, but there's nothing really reusable. He just was coming and playing around with, but there's some items that people want.
Reminds me of something like I see for like Pavlov or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Here, wait, let me get on my gun.
Oh wait, there's some guns. Here, we can go grab some guns over on the other end.
Oh yeah. Wait, where's the guns? Where's the guns at?
Right here, this way. Into the item shop.
Creator Gems is built all by community, and sometimes it's teams, sometimes it's just people, you know, doing it by themselves, but it's all user-generated content and so. And oh yeah, we do got lots of weapons here.
And we're using Vigilabu's duplicator, and so that makes it really easy to be able to grab something. And you have like the bone pizza.
Perfect.
He made some really neat gems.
My
the gems are pretty nice. They reflect.
My favorite is the crossbow.
I'm not sure if that one's workable. Is it?
Oh, is this one not working?
No. I might need that one.
Wait, you don't have the workable one?
No, let's put that on there.
Yeah, this one's the one that works. You can shoot an arrow in your knee.
Oh! I love it.
What scream was that? In what dimension?
The best scream. Let's see. Did
Here we go.
A just make this?
Yeah, A just made this one. I made it
Wonderful,
so that it
wonderful.
actually snaps. But you want to save it with the ammo in it.
Oh, thank you.
But I like this environment. Here, I'll switch my.
Well, let's turn down
POV.
the light.
Hey, Hayden.
Okay. Shoot. There we go.
This world is
Yep.
pretty cool. You got, different guns right here.
And
Let's
the
see if
area-
the computer can actually keep
Why
up
is it
this time.
attached
My
to
mind's
shoulder?
flying.
Yeah, and this is using the assets around our kit. Is a kit that's free use. And so we use that to kind of to build this little tiny item shop. But none of
Nice,
these guns shoot.
And you got like a little fire.
Yeah, Vigilabo worked on some of the fire and the lighting.
Some swords.
And then you got some.
Weapons. I like how also when you pull off the weapon, it makes a copy of it immediately, automatically.
Yeah, it's really useful. I mean, at first you
Fight
think
to
to
the
yourself,
death.
maybe not, but.
I won that one. Just kidding.
You gotta fight before you say anything. That's how you got me.
Yeah.
Punch
As
first,
much as I
ass
wanna do
later.
stuff, my computer actually will not let me in worlds that.
Most of these are wearable.
Look at this mask. Oh wait, this is from
Yep, exactly. I don't think that one's wearable yet. It might
wait, this
be.
one isn't wearable. This one
No,
is. This one's
not all these.
from...
Not everything was
Oh,
set up
what?
for that.
You got V for Vendetta mask? What is this?
Yep,
Wait,
take it.
let me see.
They're-
Does it-
It's not, I don't think it's wearable. Also, yes, yet.
Wait, no. Yeah, I gotta save that one.
Yeah, take them all. That's what they're there for.
We are anonymous.
This is wearable though, and so is this.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely save these to my equipables. That's
Is
amazing.
that one wearable? I'm not sure.
What do you guys think? Does that look? Is that a good look on me?
Oh, make it a little bigger.
A little bigger? Is that a good look?
Yeah,
you
perfect.
guys?
Perfect.
I can't see
for
shit.
protection.
Cannot see through this thing, but that's okay. Oh wait, and we got the so I know this one. This one's from gosh, why didn't it's like it dawns.
Do you want me to say it?
Ghost in the
I know
Shell.
it. I got it.
Ghost in the
Yep.
Shell. And then we got this one, which is like the Joker's mask.
Yep. Yep. That one's not wearable either. Some of these have been set up for equipable, some are not.
That's okay. I'm still gonna add it because I want
Yeah, please do.
a whole bunch of different.
That's what it's there for. Yeah, please take them. That's what they're there for. Choo! Oh! I don't have any armor. I need this.
I like this one too. Look at that, you guys. Oh wait.
Riot mask.
Yeah, I got the riot mask. Could make cool avatars and
here.
stuff. Yep, you could. That's
Absolutely
why,
could.
That's why I'm adding. Because if somebody asks and they want to make their own custom character with their own helmets, then I can just provide. Always provide.
Yep. And these, if I'm correct, all of these are completely commercially free.
Also,
every
Twitch,
item that I've
look
brought
at
in.
this amazing Hello Kitty thermostat.
Yeah, isn't it adorable? It's a bomb.
only-
It's a Hello Kitty bomb
For
thermostat.
only $2.99 a month, you can have this. You can have this. Just kidding. That would be a horrible buy. Don't buy a Hello Kitty thermostat unless it's for your niece or something like that. Oh, look at
That
this.
one's not wearable, I think. I need
Oh.
to add that one to the wearable. Some are not.
I love it.
And I've also retextured these from the Sketchfab from the 4K down to 1K, so that way they're much more user friendly within Neos.
Nice.
And changed some
See
of the
this.
metal
That
lighting.
looks a lot like the
Oop.
skeleton key from SCP Containment Breach.
And then Vigilable made some
I
retextured
gotta see this real
a little
quick.
bit
Might be a
the
bit of lag for a
materials
second.
for these gems,
Yeah,
so they have
I
like a
think this
reflective
literally
surface,
is
which
the
is pretty
same
cool.
model as the skeleton key. Or no. Is it the same model? Where's the key?
Yeah, I like
Key.
these
There's a key.
gems. Gems are really. Oh, and yeah, I see what you mean by they reflect.
Yeah.
It's like
They're nice.
It has a really good reflection.
No, it's not
Yeah.
the same model. Why is it still snapping?
But I love you grabbing stuff. That's exactly what this is for. People jump in and say, "Oh, I like that. I want that." And next thing you know, it's being reused in another world, and that's perfect. That's what this is about.
Uh-oh. Okay, there's
like
just
this.
a bunch of keys there.
If you get a little hungry, Vigilaboo apple.
I can use it as like a mirror, like a psychedelic
Nom, nom, nom,
mirror.
nom.
Oh, are those? Whoa!
I'm not thinking hard enough. Necks, sword legs, crossbow spines, thermal arms. Yeah, we could do that right now if we really wanted to, but I don't think we are.
Is this the crossbow that I'm?
And also, how to use sliders. Shoop.
That Aegis was working on?
So the what?
Is this the crossbow that Aegis was working on?
Yeah. This one is the one that fires off, in actuality. Okay, is there more to see inside of here, or is this...
Nope, that's it. It's pretty much an item shop.
Oh,
It's an item shop, grab a bunch of stuff. Possibly, I mean, I guess I can show this is just drawers that move out for people who want to learn how that works, how a slider works.
A level 5 key card, and it's actually functional too.
Oh, that's cool.
So if I try to put level 4 in there, it doesn't work. But
Here,
if I
wait,
put level 5, it does work.
let me switch to your POV, Hayden. Okay.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw the video on that. That's very cool.
Me, Coffee, and Lewis has been a little bit busy. So these are actually functional keycard readers. So like if I put a level 1 in here, it goes through, but any other level doesn't work. Level 2 works with both level 2 and 1.
Very cool.
And same with all the other levels. And the
I love
skeleton
it.
key here just works with literally everything. And we have 2 buttons here, one that works and one that doesn't work.
Wonderful.
Each of these are grabbable and snap to their respective places.
Siren says time to implement Doom.
And actually, so yeah, I'm actually working on a lot of different SCP stuff, so I can actually spawn a door over here real quick. Where is that? Working objects map. Here you are. So here's a functioning door. And if I grab a level 2 keycard real quick, and if I put it into here, it should open. Yep.
Wow.
Very cool. I love
Like
it. It
magic.
looks great.
And if I do it with
Wonderful
like
Foley effect,
level
too.
1 keycard, it should not accept it at all. Yep.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
Area 51 confirmed. Just kidding.
Yeah, and right now I am actually working on a fully functional SCP that has line of sight and a field of view basis, and it's going to be fun.
Nice.
Very cool.
I love these things, and I really like the cards, and they even got the sound effect too.
Yeah, very cool.
Love it. Oh my gosh, now it sounds like my fire
Nice.
alarm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's check out the next one, Medra.
Yep, we'll be going to just sound stuff. It's going to be small, short like this. Some things to play with, and then we'll.
Stand behind
So
my
I will.
shield.
Mhm.
Yes, let's.
So I will invite you.
Sounds good.
And save the other server
Oh.
while it's loading.
I guess we don't have a. Are we not? Oh. Are we not doing world orbs or something? Oh.
Nope, not World
Where
Orbs.
is
He's
it?
just sending me in invites. Hello, Parker.
Well, I'm streaming too, so like.
Yeah.
Nice, you're streaming? Sweet.
Yeah.
I like how you
And
made it
there's
out
2
so your
people
Twitch chat
watching.
is just on your hand.
Yeah, and I have a toggle for it too. Grip and secondary.
Nice.
Same
One of the
toggle
people
for this
watching
actually.
might be me, so
Why is my positional audio being so weird?
it's weird for me too. You sound
My
like
game
you're,
thinks
like,
you're
over here.
behind me.
You guys are sounding normal for
Going
me
the
right
opposite
now,
direction to
but...
find people.
Yeah, you sound normal for me.
Oh, I sound normal? Okay, good.
Yeah. That is weird. Weird.
And I even have sound toggles for this too, so I get a sound when someone says something.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we got Career Jam... No, we're in Career Jam 6. I think he's still loading in
You'll
to
probably
7.
have to go to a world orb.
Oh, he invited me. Heading over
Did you
to
invite
Crater
me
Jam
too?
number 7.
This one won't be too. We've shown some of the stuff. Introducing. So this is a little bit of code if people want to be able to just to add a WAV file. It doesn't take too much. Or any sound file, they can easily just attach some things to it and make interactive looping sounds or walk through it.
Yeah, so this
they can read that type of thing.
this Creator Jam was specifically focused on different sounds, right? And different sound
Yep,
effects.
sound and music. And so we have like a concertina. This is the sequencer that Anomalous made.
800 assets, excuse me.
And we saw this before. Do you want me to show it again?
Yeah,
I got
show it
this
again.
thing.
Since we're inside
And
this.
so this was the wolf he made. And you can add beats if you want more. The spacing between the beats
It's
per
a
minute.
monkey dog.
This is some different things. This is all Anomalous' stuff. Nothing too crazy as far as sound-wise, but more proof of concept for some stuff. These are, that we don't want to listen to that. That's intense. Well, why not?
Okay, it looks like.
Okay, okay. But here's the sounds, some old school sounds that are fun. And you could really utilize this idea. You don't necessarily have to use these platforms. Yeah, they're pretty. That you could actually attach different types of objects to it and make these platforms be something completely different. Over there is like all the piano keys.
It's piano?
You'll hear the sharps. Yeah, you'll hear the sharps, so it won't sound as melodious, but you could take those out.
Nice.
And then we heard this before. This was made by Ghost. And when there's more than one item, it actually makes it a little louder. But yeah, so there's that. This is more of that. That was just a beat I made. Some of these are sounds I personally made and brought in for people to use.
It's just interesting to think of when it's going to get into a realm of... it's just interesting to think of when it's going to get to a realm where people will create whole entire songs using Neos.
Absolutely. I think Neos is already ready for that. It's just a matter of people implementing the logics and building it. You can make virtual instruments probably already.
In Neos, anyone?
Oh, yes.
But over here is a sound. Well, maybe make it darker. Maybe that'll be fun. Yeah. Nah.
Why is my thing? My positional audio is being messy.
This is.
You sound like you're.
Draconis made this, and if you touch one of the flowers.
So let me go to my POV. That's beautiful.
And so this has a lot of potential too.
They're singing flowers.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
My audio sound effects is really low.
Very cool.
This is the future. I get to be here with my singing flowers.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Now when they have Vizemes and start talking to me, that's when it will get pretty intense.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's gonna be soon, very soon.
Yes, Vizeme
and then
talking
we
flowers.
have musical sushi over there, which is something I made, but it's not so great. It's using that code, and you'll need to touch the meat on it, and they just loop. The sounds loop, and you just play the sounds like this. Let's see.
I'm quoting you on that one, Medra. Gotta touch that.
What's
meat.
that? That's fair. And then just they all loop together.
The real question is, why does sushi make sound?
Why not?
Okay.
Because of VR?
Because VR, sure.
So yeah, and then you just touch them again to turn them off.
Nice. Okay, let's wait. Let's go to the 8 Career Gem 8.
Yeah. Whew.
Oops, wrong way.
Whew. There we are. Good.
That's pretty cool. I like that different sound effects that are attached to them all.
Just kind of show the potential of what people can do with sound for fun. Let's see. This one's a little bit more involved, actually. There's an entire world Hokage build out, and we'll open that.
Woo! Wanna, you know, pat a cake, pat a cake. There you go. I don't know how to do
I'm
it.
actually a huge fan of what I've done here. It's literally just a snappable to a shelf, and I love it so much.
Yeah, hand purge thine hands.
Yeah.
Oh, Medra sent me an invite. Joining
Okay, gotta leave here so my RAM doesn't.
And this is all based on the mechanic of
I had the grappling hook.
grappling hook, and so you can just grab one. These were specially made by Hokage.
The grappling hooks.
The full and the 25 meter. The full goes the full 200 meters. 25 meters only shoots 25 meters. And these full T and 25 Ts mean that you only shoot when you're shooting grappled things that have a special tag. So therefore, you can have places where you can't grapple and make it more challenging if you're wanting to build out a level. So yeah, these are grapple clouds, by the way. These clouds will randomly float. I'm going to probably grab the full T, so I can kind of show what it does. And you can grapple onto the clouds and fly around.
Okay, yeah, I'm not
These
gonna
are
do that.
These are grapple clouds.
Woo!
Yeah, you can throw yourself up.
Grappling hooks are a lot of fun in here. Let me switch your microphone to the broadcast, Medra. There you go.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
You switch mine there, or do I need to?
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, and so these are grapple clouds by Anomalous. I gave him the asset, and then he kind of retextured it and made it so these clouds move randomly throughout the area. There's a little test course to practice on that Hokage showed when we were giving a demonstration for Creator Jam. If you fly up to it, I'll show you kind of how these work, which is pretty cool. This is if you want to build a world using the 25 meters. If you're a regular human size, this is the 25 meters. And then over here is anything that's tagged with grapples. This is an interactive with impulses. So you could make things that make sounds when you grapple to them or change size. And this one but this one doesn't have the tag, so you can't grapple onto it. Just like the side of these walls versus the trees.
Nice. And I really do think that you could actually make a whole entire game just with using the grappling hooks inside of Neos. Like you could.
Oh, we have one. It's not truly that much of a game, but it's definitely a thing that Hokage built that's a canyon that we'll explore, that's a world inside this world.
Nice.
But first, I want to show like the Leon's reactive blocks, and then from there, we'll go into the lava. So if you get on this platform, and you could always duplicate these more if you wanted to, you can. They'll shrink down and disappear. These platforms will.
Is he in broadcast mode? Because
yep,
you can't hear
he's
me?
in broadcast for me.
Oh, okay.
It's off the.
If I make it broadcast for everyone, will that be too much?
If you go to users, you can broadcast. No, you can. I mean.
Okay.
As
long as that doesn't make it loud for the stream.
Yeah, no, you sound fine.
So this is supposed to be for the 25 meter, but I'm going to cheat a little bit just to show how they work. And these shrink down, so you could have some interesting platform possibilities where people are racing, and then you have to beat someone else out before the platform resizes. And 25 meters is the more of the challenge. Oh, yep, I'm dead. Oh, let's see. Which one are you using?
25T.
Okay, what are you trying to hit?
I grabbed this earlier
Oh.
and that made it lift up. But I
Oh,
couldn't
that's
grab it
because it's tagged, and this isn't tagged. So if you used a full one, so they have a tag on them that says grapple.
Okay.
And that allows for people. That's why we can't grapple onto the volcano. So let's go up into the volcano. Zoop.
Oops, that's not
Heading in there.
Mhm.
Oh, I
And-
see.
And you can walk around and try to keep yourself from falling into the lava. Oh,
See, now I imagine this
dead.
kind of stuff
I'm
when I was a
dead.
kid. And
Yeah.
now we actually get to be over a volcano with...
Right? It's super cool.
Feel like Indiana
And then don't fall in the lava.
That would be an interesting map to make out. Something like somebody recreates
would be a
something
great-
from Indiana Jones and it has the
Oh,
falling,
dead.
like the booby traps and
dead.
everything. That would be fun.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you respawn when you hit the lava. That's just some nice things for people that are just learning Neos and they're getting a little bit more advanced and they want to see how things are built. They can look at this and see, oh wait, this is how you can make a collision. There's a little red point that helps you kind of identify. I have horrible aim too with this.
No, it's not like.
Oh, here's a platform.
Yeah, my aim just sucks.
So let's go to Hokage's world. There's a Hokage Adventure, and I'll show off what he did. The person that actually made the hook shot. So I'll load that in and then invite you in.
Woo!
Oh, sure. Feel free to close out any of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, after I open this, you can close this one down if you like. Of course. So this is the Hokage Adventure.
I love this thing. There we go. Woo! Okay, getting an invite by Medra again for the Hokage Adventure. Oh, this is pretty cool.
You might want to jump to me. I don't know if it spawned you right here too. This is the starting point. I don't know if he has the spawns all going to the same spot for multiple spawns.
Here, I'll jump to Medra right now.
Yeah, you all might want to jump to me if it spawned you somewhere weird. It spawned me in the start, but maybe for multiple users it moves to different points. Oh, hey.
This stays set to 1.
Yeah.
Because,
And then you just grab one of the 25T. And basically this is an entire course.
Sorry, Parker.
He made this in one day. And yeah, you hit the trees. The trees are only things that can be grappled. Oh boy.
Get that third person perspective around here. Okay.
Ooh.
And the trees are the only thing that can be grappled?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's difficult too. He made this. Whew, this is not easy. Oh.
That's awesome.
And you can definitely walk on the surface. Oh no! Ah, dead.
Where is the hook?
Ah!
At the start. Yeah.
It's
I'll
actually a lot
start
of
back
fun.
here.
Did I fall through somewhere?
Yeah. So, and there's a little reward at the end too. Which
A reward?
there's some hard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Then I'm really gonna win.
No, I didn't fall through anything.
Oh. Oh.
Ah!
Oh. There.
Oh, I respawned on the ground. ready for my aim to suck even more.
There we are.
This is really
Nice,
cool.
you're pulling through this pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, I'm a natural at these things.
I love it when I don't have any momentum.
A natural.
Yeah.
Wait, can I get the vines?
And you can't swing on the vines. You can't swing on the vines. Oh, dead.
Wait, I'm spinning around too fast. Shit. I gotta time it. I can't even shoot up there.
Oof.
Wait, but I can climb. Hey.
That's true.
Look at me go. See, if I was... Never mind.
Oh, I landed on the rock.
But not too bad for, like, just something built out in one day.
I'm gonna try to shoot that tree. There we go. We own it.
Oh.
We own it. There we go. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun. Where's my reward, though? How far away is it?
Oh, it's quite far. And
quite far?
Pretty difficult. Yeah.
Oh, how far did he make these?
I know. It's...
Oh. Oh.
Nope.
What the heck? What is that?
It's hard to get momentum with this thing.
It takes definitely some practice.
Okay. We're through here. Oh, what's that?
What?
That's a mad scientist stuff going on here. Okay.
Whoa. What?
I'm guessing I don't shoot on that thing.
Yeah.
See where you're at. Oh, I think you're really close to the end.
Thank you for the
yeah, you shoot on that.
Swinburne 42.
Let's try and get this. Let's use this to swing on. You can definitely shoot it. Shoot.
Whoa!
Oh, you can swing
All
on
right.
that thing?
And
What
let's
am I
see if I
swinging
can
on?
pull this
gosh.
off.
I see it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it's that
no.
thing that I'm swinging on. Okay, I see.
Oh, darn it. That is not easy.
Hey,
Whoa,
we're
got
on it. Woo.
Did you get it?
Got something over here.
Wait, where am I going? No! Don't die on me now. There we go.
Oh, man. So to move through the course without ever falling would be pretty difficult.
Is that the reward? Is a bunch of boxes? Is that my reward?
No.
Wait, then what is it?
No.
Where's my where's my reward?
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Are you there? Where are you at?
We're here. I see boxes.
Where did you...
Lots of boxes.
I think the reward is here? I thought it was here.
Ooh,
okay.
Maybe not. Well, crap. I could have sworn it was...
Isn't it right here? Is this the reward? Ah!
Let me jump to you. I thought that it was right here.
I like
Oh,
this
there you are.
reward.
Yep, there's a reward. Nope.
Wow.
That and this. This. So you can play with full...
The version.
you don't have to use 25 meter. Yeah, you don't have to... Yeah, then you can... You don't have to worry about the 25 meters, so you can play around even more. So yeah, that was his reward.
Nice. Now I can shoot it off at any distance.
Yep.
That's so cool. I love this. And I like how it's all been made out, like the little assets that were made out in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those assets were imported.
Is that tree even reachable?
The trees were Sketchfab assets that were retextured in Neos.
Nice.
And then everything else is convex hull. So this entire canyon is convex hull brush.
Aha. Gotcha.
So, yeah. Yeah. Let me know when you're ready next, and I'll show you the last world, which is plant growth.
Okay, man. Yeah, let's see that.
The plant growth? Where?
Yes, before I start dying
Okay.
of hiccups.
Yep. Sure.
Whew.
I will get there and invite you in.
Sounds good. Ah.
Okay.
Definitely be sure if any of you guys are to swing around instead of VR, be sure to eat breakfast first. Because you kind of want something in your stomach. Otherwise, if you're running on empty, can be a little bit nauseous. Ah. I think I hear Zyro. You got people over there. I'm gonna shoot your face, Rosilio. Ping. Just shot your face. What are you gonna do about that?
I'm live streaming now too.
Oh, nice.
Sorry,
Take me with you.
I'm guessing I have to
No,
grab
never
one
mind,
of those
never mind. It's broken
grappling
again.
things.
Yeah, you want one? There you go.
Oh, it's just where do you find them in the map?
Well, that was the reward one up there. If you completed it out, and then you could just like swing around on everything. But that one has like a limit, and you could only use it on the trees in the beginning.
So it's this is like just a climbing world then?
Yeah, it's like a climbing world.
Nice.
Hey Zyro, come over here and show the streamer character.
Perfect timing for me to throw myself over here.
Show him the ear wiggles and the eye blinks.
Oh yeah, I do have blend shapes on this avatar, different expressions added to it, so I can
Nice.
actually do different expressions. I also
Very
have
nice.
full control of the jaw by pressing different buttons on my left hand.
Perfect.
Yeah. I have different blend shapes and all that, but I'm controlling the ones that are the most noticeable.
Psycho Ama says Zyro's avatar is cute. Hearts. It is adorable. Okay, and now we are heading into Creator Jam 09.
Yay!
I'm afraid to get into the figure.
There we go.
Probably bind that to a different button.
Oh my gosh, it's a plant.
Yeah.
Look at the planty. Hello,
This world
plant.
is not as involved as the ones. Oh yeah, let me pulse it so it grows. So yeah, I've retextured it and rigged the character. And you're seeing it just not animating, but just in different sequences.
It's growing.
Might turn it into an avatar. We'll see.
You could probably actually make that a you could probably just add a smooth lip onto that and make it look like it's growing.
Well,
I want it to sing music. I want it to sing me a
It's
beat.
an animation, so you might be able to pull a slip. You'd have to deal with the keyframes or the frames. So I'm not sure. It's not shape keys. It's all rigged and animated.
That's freaking
so
cool.
I'm not sure. Probably. So yeah, this is using the same plant growth controller, and so while this world is not. Oh wait, that's growing way too quickly. And so the idea is you could have a world where things are slowly growing, and it might be not even that noticeable. Or it could be quickly growing. You know, you have grass just popping up. You can see this. Let's make it quicker, more quickly.
Right, the plant.
Oh, that's too quick.
Growth
But you get the idea.
Nice.
And so then you can set everything up on impulses, just like this is. So you can have a lot of interesting stuff happen with that. And that was made by Anomalous. So this is really nice code to be able to use. Now this is pretty cool too.
Hi.
This is
Yeah, let's check out this.
Hello. Yep, and this is pretty much, other than showing. So Draconis made. So Draconis made a plant duplicator, and it uses a spinner, and then also duplicator. And so what you can do is when you press this, it will spend 16 seconds building. It should start building. There we are.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you have a beautiful kind of surrealist thing going with seeing all these. But this could be work for all kinds of stuff. You just drop in the objects into the specific folder and maybe change this out.
It's like that scene in The Matrix, except it's a lot slower, and instead of guns, it's trees.
Yep. Yeah. Smell the digital air. It's so fresh.
Breathing that nice. Do you ever get that like weird sensation when you're inside a VR where if you're in like a nature environment, you all of a sudden feel like the air quality is better, or if you like get near a fireplace, you feel like you're warming up near the fireplace? Do you ever feel that? Get that feeling?
Not tons, but I get things like memories, like really associated memories. So, like going on nice hikes and things like being inside this gives me kind of the feeling of like.
I feel it's like I have that really
areas
like
I've been into.
In-depth kind of imagination to where even if I'm like smelling a flower in VR, I'll kind of like somewhat smell a flower. I don't know, it's weird.
Like,
my brain tricks me.
Associative memory.
Yep.
But
basically.
Yeah, and this will end up becoming a spiral. If you look at it from above, eventually it'll spiral out.
Nice.
But you can't really tell it from down below.
Oh yeah, it is a spiral. You can kind of tell.
Because of the spinner.
Siren says, Neo, I need trees. Lots of trees. Aegis, it's the smell.
Yeah, and so the other thing that's most of what's here is if people want to just be able to learn how to generate something and have some code to work with. And then the other stuff will fly over because it's kind of far away. And as you can see, we started to add textures and landscapes here to make it a little bit more immersive instead of seeing grids all the time.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
And from over here, if you fly around, there's a windmill at the top that Aegis made, and then over the side, Aegis built a lot of. Aegis brought in a lot of props for people to reuse.
Yeah, I see that.
Mainly this is just if you want to have a bunch of different plant props. These are all courtesy of Aegis.
And the meme.
And they also brought in.
Yep.
The meme I brought in.
And a random dog picture.
Yep.
Or dog meme.
Oh my
Yes,
god, that's adorable.
It's a dwarf. It's a dwarf German Shepherd.
Yeah.
So yeah, that code. Anomalous was working on a pumpkin thing, and it ended up killing the world. An invisible pumpkin vine grew out of control.
Does it still kill the world?
No, thankfully.
I wasn't here for when it was fixed. But...
If you guys want also some more nature assets, there's other ones that I got as well. That was inside of One World that are actually pretty low poly, and they look really realistic. They are basically almost like the texture scans of actual trees and actual mushrooms and other stuff like that.
Hello.
Oh, there's.
And so, yeah, pretty much that's most of this. We can always check out the windmill at the top, but
yeah, let's check out.
That's
the windmill.
about it for this world.
Let's check out Windmill as well.
There's a little oasis on the way, I think, that Magic made.
Okay, that's pretty.
It's a little off kilter. And you can get this in EOS Essentials if I'm correct.
Oh, nice. The windmill?
Yeah, actually,
Yep.
this windmill, someone made a hat of this windmill. Oh, the door works.
You already know what I'm gonna do. I have to, grab onto this, thing right here and then spin on it. Whee!
Mirrors my sound effects.
Every time.
Loud.
Every time. Not a single time can you not
worth it.
swing and spin around on a windmill.
The windmill calls. Let's see.
Slam the door and I'm disappointed.
Well, we just went through all of them, and then now we're on the Creators Jam 10. And we can rejoin back on that world and see how progress is being made and what people are doing.
Some of that, Nexilin, some of that will probably be in separate worlds, because usually in the main world it gets clogged up, and I have to reset it. So you might see some Creator Jam worlds where people are working in different spaces, which is our normal workflow.
Nice.
Yep. Well, thanks for checking everything out, and the next 10, I'm sure it's going to be even crazier.
Perfect. So I'm guessing that we don't want to like really show it on the stream yet, then, because people are still creating it out and.
Not at all. I think it's totally fine to show work in progress.
My audio just started clipping now.
Okay.
People are in here.
Okay. Yeah. No, definitely, it's worth checking out. I would say maybe the main page. You can, even if you want to see the kind of lag that happens, which is okay. People like to build in separate worlds, and it might be best to check in the separate worlds, because you'll get to see what people are kind of tinkering with and how that ends up becoming the final result.
Yeah, let's go check out a few other worlds, and then after that we'll be ending off the stream.
So let's see, that's the main one. This is.
Yeah, I'm currently joined into the main one, so.
Let's see. We have Ghost and Anam, Leon, and yeah. So let's check out Leon's first, and then we'll go to Ghost and Anomalous.
Oh, hey.
We are invading you, Leon. Invading. Invaders. Invaders. Invaders.
I'm being invaded.
Yay.
Hello.
Well, considering that this is your world, Leon.
Oh, my audio.
It's an infinite loop.
No, my audio.
Hi, Lewis.
Divide by 0.
Hello. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh god, I wasn't expecting guests. It's a mess.
Were you guys watching the stream inside of here?
Okay.
They were. That's Leon, why are you watching a video of us when you can experience us in VR? What's this?
I wanted to make things, but I also wanted to see what you guys were up to. Yeah.
Hey, good idea. See, Leon's so smart. So what were you working on? Did you expect us to hop in on you?
No.
Yeah.
You're like, nah.
I heard you say you're about to join someone else. I'm like, oh boy.
Well, tell us, Leon. What are you creating? What are you making?
I did things for this avatar.
Like messy, like objects all over the place with a hook shot.
I love it, and it has snap.
Messy objects all over the place with the hook shot. I like it.
Pretty much. So you just go in here and it launches you out.
Like follows your eyes.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh wow. It like zooped me up. It went a zoop. That's cool.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I just got started, so.
No, I like the sound effect already adds to it, and you always have fun stuff anyway. Like those blocks we were swinging on earlier.
Oh god, it's still grabbable.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
did I just?
Kind of
Sorry. I'll make sure to message everyone else before we hop in. Just be like, hey, by the way, bro.
It's all good. Like I said, I literally just got started. I went around a couple of jams and got some of the objects.
Nice. Do you need any other things before I head out? If there's anything else. Okay.
Not really sure what direction I'm gonna take it, but.
Yeah.
Well, good job so far, Leon.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very good on you.
Well,
and now let's check out Ghosters.
Add that too.
Oh,
sure.
I'm not seeing his world.
So I press secondary.
Oh.
On my right hand.
Maybe they.
That's adorable.
Maybe they.
I did this right before the.
Let's head into the.
Maybe they finish. Okay.
stuff.
Alright,
I'll be popping in
couple
there.
of things, you know, just one or two, you know, just.
Okay.
Got 3,000 assets.
Small.
Gotta load through. 3,000.
Track.
Oh wow.
Excuse me.
A little crunchy. How's it going, Draconis?
Good, very good.
That's
And now my
some decorating.
That's the first time I
Look
heard
at
somebody.
behind
That's the first time I heard somebody say
Behind
that's
you.
like a little crunchy.
Look at it.
Crunchy audio.
This is, oh, you can't see it.
Just a little bit crunchy. Just a little bit of crunch, everyone.
The megajam.
No
Why is my audio
worries.
so bad?
You need the crunchy
It's just-
audio.
It's extra crunchy, like Doritos. You can-
Doritos
y-
crunchy audio.
Yes. Look at this. Look at already what people have been creating out. Here, let's go check out that thing.
Ghost was working on something, pulling in some assets, and also making the elevator.
Oh, it's kind of like the combination of like their treehouse with the like lake environment. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Okay. We pulled the dome
Nice.
off the top of the Arcology, so it doesn't have the underneath thing, just the top part.
Let me make a. Oh. There we go.
Give me a second. I'm going to save this. Have some more redundant backups.
Creator Jam 10.
Yeah.
Mega
moving?
Jam.
How's everything moving around for you?
Pretty good. At least
Excellent.
I'm
Is
like
every-
I'm able to pick it
To the
up.
next dimension.
Yeah. If you have any audio issues, we can always reset this once. Nice. Yes. I love the blocks. Did you, did you hear that, Draconis? Yes.
My handiwork.
10
Yes. I love it. Yeah, I'm getting
Something special
about
for
27 frames per second. But yeah.
About 38 for me. 40.
So yeah,
considering-
I'm gonna go check out everything.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Hey, Medra.
My taskbar
yeah,
showing.
I'm coming to you. What's up? I'm behind you.
Sweet. So I'm planning on ending off the stream here since we got through and showed everything. If there's anything else that
Yeah.
you want to like end off on, or I'll put the camera
Absolutely.
on you and then you can say what you
Of course.
want. There you go.
Ah.
Camera is on
Sure.
up.
Let me move over here. Yeah, anyone that wishes to be part of Creator Jam, thanks for kind of checking everything out. I look forward to seeing how everything kind of unfolds in the next year. I mean, think about once we get to Creator Jam 100, what kind of assets and objects and things that people will be able to show off and reutilize. And
By
so,
that point, we'll have
yeah.
physics and a whole bunch of crazy slew of other stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, and as more and more people can handle in worlds, we can see more and more things just built out as we're kind of all hanging out together, just playing and having a good time and making something at the end of it. Well, and I'd like to also thank everybody that participates in Creator Jam. It's really you all that make it a lot of fun. And you guys are creative. You have a lot of good ideas, very playful, quirky. So thank you all. I appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you, Neos community. You all are amazing.
Take care.
Okay, well, we're ending off the stream, you guys. If everybody who's viewing, we're going to end it off. And thank you all for tuning into this Neo stream. And we'll hopefully be doing this on a weekly basis to just stream out what people are doing inside the community. Okay, see you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Excellent. Thanks, Fruits.
Bye.